guys, Behance here. So I'm gonna be doing a brand review on some hair care products that I've liked so far. I've been using them for a few weeks, some of them longer than others, but I'll tell you what I think. And I'm gonna be reviewing the Curls brand. I bought these at a Rite Aid near my office. But I know other people said that they've purchased them at Target or they've bought them online. Their website is www.curls.biz, and you can buy the stuff straight from the website. So I'm sure there's other places to buy them, but those are the only ones that I know of. So yeah, so I have 6 products that I've purchased, and they are the Lavish Curls moisturizer, the Coconut Colada conditioner, the Goddess Curls, and this is like a gel, comes in a bottle with a pump, the Creme Brulee. This is like a moisturizer, like kind of a curl definer that you put on wet hair. This is the Blissful Links Coconut Oil Elixir. I think it's supposed to be Kukinut. You could see it, it's spelled funny, like Kukinut. And this is supposed to stimulate hair growth and moisturize your hair and your scalp. And then I have the Passion Fruit Curl Control Paste. The only product that I saw on the shelf that I did not get was like a cream cleanser, because I'm doing curly girl, so I really mostly straight co-wash every day. Then I shampoo my hair like maybe once a week or every week and a half with another shampoo, like a really mild shampoo that I like, so I didn't feel like I needed the cream cleanser. So let's see, I'll go through the products I had the longest first. So the first product that I got was the Lavish Curls moisturizer. I'm not 100% on the prices. If I can find the receipt, then I will post the prices below, but I believe that this was like $9.99. This is kind of reminds me of like curl activator, like when I was like 7, 8, 9. Yes, I have the Jerry curls, and this reminds me of that, only because it's like this kind of silky, sticky kind of liquid, and it sprays out. The spraying it does not work. I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't work well for me. And I don't want to just spray it out because it's gonna get all over my makeup. But it sprays, I don't know, like in a clump. It doesn't spray like misty. So I have to spray it in my hand. I'll spray like 10 pumps in my hand and then rub it through my wet hair. So what you're supposed to do with this is apply this to wet or dry hair. It says do not rinse, and then follow up with your favorite curl styling product. So I usually use this on my wet hair, and it keeps my hair somewhat, not 100%, but it does have some frizz control. I can't tell if it super defines my curls. It does make them slick, which makes me feel like they're kind of being more defined, but it does prevent some frizz. So yeah, so if I had to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, I would give it a thumbs up. And the smell, it smells light, kind of fruity, so it smells like juice. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up. Next up is the Goddess Curls, and this is the gel. It comes in a bottle with this pump here. Now it did take me like 10 minutes the first time, maybe not 10, maybe 5, to get this to actually come out of the pump, and I had seen people say that online, but eventually it did work, and now it works fine. And this is supposed to, I believe, work like the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. So if I had to pick between the two, I'd definitely go with the Kinky Curly. But this, it is, you know, like gel. It doesn't give me as much hold as the Kinky Curly. It does smell good. Not fruity like the other products. It smells kind of like school glue, which that doesn't bother me, but it doesn't smell like anything, I don't think, once it's in your hair, but that's what it smells like in the bottle. And you're supposed to apply this on the first day to cleanse, condition hair while it's still wet, and then you scrunch it through, and then you allow it to air dry. Then the second day, you're supposed to refresh it with this moisturizer, and that's all you need to do. That does not work for my dry, cottony, porous hair. It just doesn't. So I have to do washicles every day. So overall, I give it a thumbs up, but if you have access to like Kinky Curly curling custard, I will go with that. I do actually like this better than the Eco Styler because that makes my hair just too dry and crunchy, and this is less crunchy than that. But so overall, so-so. Next up is the Coconut Colada conditioner. This is supposed to be a good rinse out conditioner. I picked it up because it was on the Curly Girl friendly list. And I may have forgot to mention that all of these Curls products have no sulfates, silicones, parabens, mineral, or petroleum oil. It says that right on every single product. So that's always a plus because you don't even have to read all the ingredients. I did anyway, but you know that they are natural girl and curly girl friendly. So that is always a plus. So this conditioner, again, it may have been like $9.99, somewhere around 10 bucks. I think most of these products, with the exception of maybe the Elixir oil and the pomade, I think we're about 10 bucks. So this smells awesome. Smells yummy and awesome, but other than that, I can't really see the difference between this and a lot of other conditioners. It does have some slip, not enough slip for me. I would not get rid of my Shea Moisture conditioner for this. It doesn't have enough slip for me, but it's cool for rinse out, and it did not define my curls like I would like. So this one is so-so. It smells good, but I think you could get better rinse out conditioners for a cheaper price because this is 10 bucks and you can get like a giant bottle of Tresemme or something like that for like 5 or 6 bucks. So this one, I'd say you can kind of skip. The next one is the Creme Brulee, Curl Creme Brulee. Smells awesome. It does smell kind of like creme brulee. Has a good vanilla smell to it. And this is supposed to be a cream styler. What you're supposed to do is apply this to freshly cleansed conditioned hair while it's still wet, scrunch into your hair and allow it to air dry. So the same directions as the Goddess Curls. And then the next day you refresh it with the Lavish Curls moisturizer spray, and you can reapply this to your curls as needed. This, now I've only used this maybe twice, and I only used a little bit. This did not do it for me, so I may have to watch a few videos and see how other people are using it. I followed the directions. It did not define my curls like I would like it to. It was like pretty, it was creamy but kind of thin. It just didn't do what I expected it to do, and I still had frizz. So I tried it out 2 days, like at nighttime by itself, just so I could give you an honest review. I did not like use it and go out with that product alone on my hair because I would have looked like a crazy cotton ball. So I didn't do that. But yeah, I tried it by itself just so I can give you an honest opinion, and this is not the greatest for me, but I'll keep using it. I'll see, because lots of times, as I've learned in this past month or so, that I'll have to figure out how to combine some products, use them together, and they'll work out awesome. So I'm still on the fence about this one. The best like cream kind of curl definer that I've found so far is the Jane Carter curl defining cream or curl definition cream. That is the bomb. Like, okay, it's worth like whatever, $16-17. It is worth it because I only use a little bit and my curls are like popping all over my head, and they're like loose when I use it. So this did not stand up to that, but if you want to try it, you can. You know, the good thing about buying stuff at like Rite Aid and stuff is you could take it back. So, you know, I'll see what happens with that. Next up is the Blissful Links Coconut Curl Oil Elixir. That's what it looks like. This I know was cheaper. I believe it was like 8 bucks. It has a very distinct smell to it. I don't know what it is, but I can't tell you what it is. Maybe it's like lemon lime or something. It has a really strong smell to it. It's not bad. It's just really noticeable. And I usually, while my hair is wet, I like just part it and oil my scalp right out the bottle with it. And I don't know if it's stimulating hair growth. Sometimes when I'm like laying in the bed falling asleep, I could feel the little tinglies and the little you know, the little creepy crawlies. Not in a bad way, but you can feel your hair tingling. So it feels like it may be stimulating some hair growth, so that's cool. But it does not, you can also use it, just put it on top of your hair, you know, rub it through your hair. That doesn't really work on my hair, and I have not figured out why. Even if I do it wet hair, dry hair, natural oils, oil elixirs, the oil just stays in my hair. Even overnight when I wake up, take my satin cap off, if I put my fingers through my hair, all that oil is right on my hand. It does not go into my scalp or my hair like when I put it right on onto my hair. So I don't know, I have to figure that out. I'm sorry, someone's calling me. So okay. Sorry about that. So but I actually do like this. For all intents and purposes, I believe that it is maybe making my hair grow. So you know, it's all about perception. If you believe it, then it works. And then lastly, the passion fruit curl control paste. This, I believe I paid like $8 as well. It's like a shiny pomade. It smells yummy and fruity. I do really use this every day. I've had it for, I don't know, a couple weeks, a few weeks, so you can see how much I've used out of it. And you only need a little bit. And I don't know, I really like it. I had another pomade that I was using that I wanted to use up, but it was not curly girl friendly. Luckily, I only used it on my edges, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. But yeah, I do like that this is all natural, and you know, it doesn't have any bad stuff in it. So yeah, so I'm cool with this. So I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. So yeah, so overall, like, must-have products from the curl line. Yes, do get the curl control paste, do get the oil elixir. I do think you should try the Lavish Curls moisturizer, aka curl activator. And yeah, those are my three that I think, yeah, you'll really be happy with. But if you just have, you know, some extra money lying around or some gift cards you want to use, I know I got a few gift cards for Christmas, so in case you want to try out some new products, and you know, you can return stuff to drugstore if you don't like it, or maybe swap it out with someone in a product swap if you end up not liking it. So I would wait, or maybe for these products to go on sale, and get these other three: the conditioner, the curl creme brulee, and the goddess curls. That's just my opinion. Goddess curls is not bad, but after using the kinky curly curl custard, it does not hold a candle to that. So if you don't have access to that, and you don't really like eco styler, like the, you know, it flicks up sometimes or it's too hard, then you would probably like this. So that's my review. If you have any questions, of course, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them. And of course, rate, comment, and subscribe. It is free. All right, so that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.